Razorbacks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Got his man on the right. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gets away from one. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Noles can really attack on this second and short. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
That tells
faced loneliness when the world seemed silent. And because of that, your spiritual eyes are opening wider than ever before. Right now, the universe is moving, unseen, precise, deliberate. People, events, and energies are being shifted around you, aligning for a revelation that was delayed, but never denied. This divine message might arrive in a dream, vivid, unforgettable. It could come through the words of a stranger, a friend, or even someone long for.
What about their confidence in this quarterback? Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Knowles have it with a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's White. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Buys a little time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Got a man, it's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Remember this. The enemy doesn't fight the ordinary. He only fights the extraordinary.
The delay of game pushes the offense back.
Something extraordinary inside. A divine grit that himself is afraid of.
8th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Unleashes one. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On the move. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
The Seminoles will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
To the air. It's Castellanos. Here comes the heat. There we go. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, he's got a chance. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Got his man. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out in front of him.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, picks on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, going up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's White. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Here's a heat. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Caught near the sticks, it's White. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And with that, they've taken the lead. The Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Send that offense back onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is, and you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. Cherry on the Sunday is when you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. To throw, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. And what a throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Scrambling away. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. To the air, it's Castellanos. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Noles want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pass their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Seminoles. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Coming out with it, it's Hill. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. First play of the drive, lost a throw. Trying to escape and get it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear and one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
He's brought down, but now before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Green. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense
unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end and coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They'll go to the ground. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. The give to the back. He He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Looking for a push on 4th down. And it's loose. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the 1st down. It'll be a turnover on downs. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Got a man.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Razorbacks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lucas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive line in the block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
To the air, it's Castellanos. A little release to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's White. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Punt is in the air. And the returner is stopped. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Shakes off the defender. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking for a man. It's Green. On the move to his left. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking the deep shot. It's incomplete. A last-gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to be that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away the...